she said, quote, she felt no pain anymore and that God was in control.
There you go.
Hey.
God is in control.
Let Jesus take the whip.
I mean, that.
Stick around, make a sound. There's more Dumb People Town.
Hey, Townies, welcome to another episode of Dumb People Town. Population you. Population Nash.
Mr.
Jason
Nash.
Nash. This has been a long time coming. I'm so happy you're here, buddy.
What's up, guys? How are you?
Welcome back to town, buddy.
Yeah, thank you.
So good to have you. First of all, you look great. Second of all,
great.
I love that, like, the second we get back together, it's like sliding into your most comfortable shoes.
Sure.
Yeah.
Like, we can walk miles.
By the way, there's a clip from Apartment 2F, 1997 online. The sole clip of it. Nash is hilarious.
Ass clock
the
pants.
Ass clock pants focus group scene where you're like, yeah, what's up with the stitching on these pants? Like, because Zach says one thing and then you jump on it. And I was like, number one, Nash is being hilarious. Two, he's like a good actor in this scene.
Yeah.
It was really fun to see it. And I'm like,
Old
shit,
school
Nash.
days. Remember
we
that?
go, that's how far we go back.
I was just telling my friends
7 years.
about one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life, which I think you guys were there. It was Zach Galifianakis after Andrew Salmonson got bit in the face.
Yes.
Bit
On
in the
your
face?
street.
On my street.
Wait, you got bit in the face.
Do you remember what Zach said?
Did he get bit in the face or punched in the face?
You know, he got bit.
Bit.
Yeah, yeah.
Like punched by a person?
So Andrew
By a
went
person.
up, and we were all at M Bar doing like,
Yes.
there's like fucking 15 people there or whatever. And Andrew went up, and he told the story, and he did well, you know. And it was
Yeah.
like, wow, that's a harrowing story. You
Yeah.
know, but it was funny. And then Zach went up right after him, and Zach just walks up there and he goes, well, Andrew, I guess you know how those cheeseburgers feel.
Oh, my God.
And it was one of the funniest things I ever saw in my life.
You know, see?
Unbelievable.
Years and years.
Years and years.
Nash, you have a question because we philosophically think about this on the show all the time.
Well,
that-
I don't. I'm just roll with it.
No, come on. Man.
No. Do you think the world's getting dumber? Like, are we hitting a dumb threshold? Meaning, like, even from the last time you were on this show till now.
Yeah.
Right?
No, I mean, I think the world's pretty smart. We have the internet.
That's true.
Yeah.
I love when this becomes crossfire.
Yeah. Oh, yeah?
My kids are so smart.
Your kids are smart.
They're way smarter than me, and I don't know. We have everything at our fingertips, so I don't know. That's what I see, at least.
So, okay, so I'm going to do it can be both ways in that, like, we have all the tools to be smarter.
Sure.
Do we choose to do
Some
it?
people
And
choose not to.
so, as you know on the show, Nashi, we get great stories sent to us by our awesome fans. There's a new way that we're doing it. And remember, Dan had all the stories last time. This time, Dan's got a story, Jay's got a story, I've got a story, and we're going to plunge into it and just get silly.
Great, let's do it.
Let's do
Okay,
it. Jay,
so I got the first story, and let me do. Is it a trigger warning? Should I throw out in advance?
You say however it's your story.
We don't promote sexual captivity, but in this case, I think we can.
Okay. Did you say sexual
Or at the very least,
captivity?
Jason.
Captivity.
Yeah.
If you capture someone and torture them with cats, would that be
Sexual captivity.
Sexual
She was in captivity forever.
I mean, I love cats, but isn't all life with cats on some level torture?
Sexual
It's at least emotional. Like, they
emotional.
love you, they don't
Come
love
here.
you. There's
I want to
nothing-
sit with you. And
Right.
the cat's like, no.
I don't like cats.
you talking about Barry cats? Or? You guys, Sklars. All right, here we go.
Our brothers were always funny.
I said it's all
always
cats
shut it.
come when you call them. They just decide when.
That's right.
Right.
They're on their schedule.
Always their schedule.
Everything is their schedule. Hey, by the way, thanks to everyone, and this is when we're recording this, and I think this will drop in maybe 2 weeks, who came to San Francisco and saw us at the live Dumb People Town at part of Sketchfest. You guys were amazing.
It was
Show
great.
was incredible.
So fun. Off
Posters
the
were great.
rails.
God, it
Just
was wonderful.
insane.
That will come out soon. That was
Insane energy, but it was just super fun. Thank you for that, and we'll take a break. We'll be right back.
Stick around, make a sound. There's more Dumb People Town.
Hey guys, welcome back to the show. We got Jason Nash here,
great Jason Nash.
a tremendous follow on all social media, and talk about the new the podcast.
Oh, a new
The show.
podcast, All Good Things, it's called.
It's wonderful.
I love it.
Your
Doing
guests
it
have been wonderful. The
Yep.
stories and things that you guys get into are wonderful. You're also like crushing it on TikTok with your clips of it as well.
Yeah,
dude.
we do.
So,
We put clips on there.
I
like it.
It's
People-
really cool. First of all, I love this. I love the set. I love the backdrop. Where is that? Is that?
It's in my house.
It's in your house. I love it. The vibe of it. I know it's all good things. Like that vibe in there and the vibe you create with the guests is like it feels good. It just
good.
feels good to watch.
Try to do something positive, and like there's so much negativity on the internet, and it just gets you nowhere.
Are you being negative about the about the negativity on the internet? Look, Nash, you got to be more positive about the negativity on the internet.
I'm really proud of the fact that it's something. All right, I just wanted to evoke a feeling.
We went to see this 80 for Brady movie the other night.
Yeah.
And with my mom.
I saw the stuff you posted with your mom. Jay, you gotta get it to me.
You gotta get it to me, Jay.
And we got to meet Tom Brady.
No way.
Oh, wow.
And he sat, and my mom just loves Tom Brady. It's just her
course.
ultimate
Tom Brady.
person.
Tom Brady.
Yeah, like
Tom Brady is the best, Jay.
He's changed New England, Jay.
and he just he sat and he talked to her for like 5 minutes.
So cool.
And I just thought oh wow, that guy's just so positive, and he's such an inspiration. And so it reaffirmed staying on track, just being positive, and just.
You did for 1 second. You weren't like, doesn't he have someone else to talk to?
That's what I thought.
Why is he spending this much time with my mom?
Why is he?
Is he hitting on my mom?
Yeah.
He is not with Giselle anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a point where what if Tom Brady became your dad?
I know, we were saying that.
That would be the greatest thing ever.
Yeah.
Takes your mom out, starts dating your mom,
Throws the football around with
Where'd you meet her? I met her at the 80 for Brady premiere
I
party.
didn't realize that was my fetish. So she's close to 80, so we're having fun.
Yeah.
When do new episodes come out?
They come out every Monday.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Get it wherever you get it. You can watch it on YouTube. You have a YouTube channel.
Yeah. Most people, they'll be like, I love the podcast. And then I'd be like, oh, which episode? They're like, well, I just watched the clips. So, did you get that? Did you get that a lot?
Sometimes.
I haven't actually watched a whole episode.
Yeah.
But I love the 8 seconds of Fahim Anwar that you cut up.
Hilarious.
I love it. And I do agree with you that it's very much a thing that I think we naturally have done with this show and in general is to bring positivity, and we get that back from our people, from our fans.
Yeah.
I'm sure you do too.
It's a good thing to put out in the universe.
It's nice.
It is good.
I love it.
I agree.
It's all good things.
All good things. Yeah.
Do you guys have any dates?
Yes,
We do.
We just added some dates I'm super excited about. But we're going to be on the outside of Cincinnati in Lawrenceburg at the Lawrenceburg
Nice.
Event Center on March 4th. It's a huge venue.
What's it like for you guys to go do stand-up now? I haven't
Love
talked
it.
to you in a while.
I love it.
But what's it like?
What's it like?
You
So-
fly together? Are there
Yeah.
other people with you? Is it just the two of you?
So we usually bring a feature act that we love, someone we love.
Someone we
Are
love.
they on the same plane with you?
No, because they're usually coming from somewhere else.
Got it.
So a lot of times we go with this guy, Jeff Tice, who was just with us in San Diego. He's fantastic. He's from Denver, so he'll fly from Denver. And Zach Martina, who does it, he's in Ann Arbor, Michigan. And Nate Fridson, who's in New York. And
Nate Abshire,
who's
who's
in
in
Minneapolis. So they'll just come and meet us wherever we are. Usually a good person that we enjoy hanging out with. And then and we do the weekend of shows. And, our hour that we have right now, and I know Dan probably feels the same way about his hour, but our hour, this is my favorite hour that we've ever done.
Oh, that's great.
I love it so much,
course.
and we don't know
Guys
where
just
it's going to
get
go.
better
What
and
it's
better.
going to
Well, we've been working really hard at it, and we started doing this thing now in our shows, on the Thursday shows and the late night shows.
is we'll just open it up to questions, and we're like, let's just shoot it, and then we'll have that as social media content
That's
and
good.
clips to put out.
So we'll say hey, this is might be the first time you're seeing us up close.
this might be the first time you're seeing Jews up close.
I don't know.
where we are. Depends how far
5
south in
questions.
Denver we are.
We'll take 5 questions, and they do.
And it has been so fun, and we have already done 45 minutes or 50 minutes of material, so they've seen all our stuff, and it won't derail the last thing that we do.
Yeah.
And it kind of just fits at the perfect time.
Are you guys going to shoot it?
So for the whole thing as a special, we're thinking about doing that. We're also thinking about possibly writing, because a lot of our stuff has sort of come under the umbrella of parenting.
Yeah.
Possibly writing a 2-man Broadway show.
Oh, that'd be really good.
Focusing on parenting.
Like
I'm
what-
speaking this out in the universe because I want it to
Listen, you got to manifest. I'm telling you.
manifest it.
It sounds dumb. I started manifesting last year, and a bunch of stuff changed for me.
So I manifested the idea for the TV show Manifest.
No,
Is that weird?
No.
I mean, I
tracks
really
out.
had to.
That
I had to think about it, Nash,
tracks.
and then it came out there.
Hey, speaking of parenting, are you guys doing sports with your kids?
Yes.
Do you have to drive insane places?
Yes, and no. I mean, yes, to the extent. Well, I got lucky that like
They're not doing club stuff.
they are, but like this travel team turned into a travel league, and they can only play in like one gym, and it's in Burbank. And
You're
I'm
like,
yes.
Burbank, that's incredible.
I'm like, I'm there.
If you have to drive to like, but when we were kids, you played sports when you were kids. Didn't
Yeah,
you?
but I never did club. Like in Illinois, especially because every town where I'm from is 20 miles from the next
That's
town.
right, that's
People
right.
go, if you're in club, like you're going,
Forget
they're
it.
going to Iowa. They're going
Right,
to
you're
Wisconsin.
traveling to another state.
Charlie plays volleyball. We went to New Zealand on Sunday. What? It was crazy. Yeah, 27-hour flight. It was,
for one game, and then you flew right
two
back.
layovers. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you flew right back.
And forgot the knee pads.
Oh my
Yeah,
God!
because
you had to
that
go
is-
back
back.
and get the knee back.
But you know what? Though? It's worth it because you're not going to get that time back.
No, we went to Lake Forest,
Lake Forest,
which I'd never heard of before.
Yeah,
By the way,
down
it could have
south,
been
it's
New
Orange
Zealand.
County.
Yeah,
Here's what
Orange
I heard
County.
about the toilets in Lake Forest. They flush the opposite direction.
They do.
It's
But
just
you're so far down.
It was so brutal.
Dude, it's Orange County.
You get up at 6 a.m.
Oh, I
No,
know.
you get up at 5:30.
Oh, I
pick
know.
up two kids.
Oh.
Because
are not-
the parents are like, thank God you're
God.
doing this.
we're gonna just bang all morning.
We're going
just
right
we
back
can-
to
Yeah, 3 games.
Yeah.
Then they have to ref a game that they're not even in.
Your kids have to ref a game
You
that
have
they're
to-
not even.
yeah.
What?
And then it's it was like 2 hours and 15 minutes back.
Oh my God!
Crazy.
So that's your whole
I mean,
thing.
what?
You said the world's getting smarter. That sounds dumb to me.
Come on, Nash.
Let's jump into another story, shall we? Dan?
sounds
Oh, I didn't even ask you dates and stuff. Oh, we gave one date.
Yeah, you did.
So I'll do the next one. We just added Phoenix. We're going to be in Phoenix at Stand Up Live at the end of March, the 30th, 31st, and April 1st.
Oh, awesome.
that's
and
a
then
great club.
we're
I've
at
been
Moon
there.
Tower. We're going to do a live dumb people.
I'm
time.
not official yet, but hopefully,
You're not official?
I think
All right.
it'll work out.
Crossing
Yeah,
fingers.
I think it's going to happen.
I
Yeah.
think it's going to
Hopefully,
happen.
live Dumb People Town and Moon Tower. We're definitely going to be at Moon Tower, crossing fingers for Dan that it
For
got
sure.
locked up, like Harbaugh's new contract. And then we're going to be in Minneapolis at the Acme Comedy Club. We haven't been there for a really
Oh, that's
long
such a
time.
great club.
That's going to be in May
19th, 20th, and 21st.
Yeah.
And I've heard that's a great club. Why is that such a great club?
It's amazing because the
A-room.
A-room. The scene is really good.
Yeah, a lot of good they like love comedy in Minneapolis. Smart people. It's a great town if not for the weather. Like the weather is the thing that keeps
You
people
get
away.
2.5 weeks of.
Yeah, right.
and-
Like,
We'll
in
be
May.
there and it'll be nice. And
Oh,
so
it'll
I
be
hope
nice
that doesn't
in May.
like
Yeah.
Everyone's
keep
like,
people
boom,
from
we're at the
coming
lake
in.
house. But it's
No,
really
it's
a
a good time
great,
to go.
cool town. And then the club itself is just designed perfectly. Low ceilings. It's like it's 280, 300 people just laughs bounce around.
One time you guys were telling me about you did like a Sunday show in like Echo Park outside festival. I think maybe you were telling me.
Yeah.
I can't remember. And you were explaining to me about like how the for comedy everything has to be like perfect.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
it's like
yeah.
Mount
For
Everest.
stand up.
Yeah.
And that just was not a good
Yeah, dude,
scenario.
it's like-
Do you remember?
Yes. Yeah.
You
it
do
might have
remember
been
telling
the-
me this?
It might have been the FY
Yes.
Fest.
I think
Yeah.
it was. Yeah.
Where we're like out in this tent and like and you're
There's
just
like music
playing
over,
so
super
loud right next to
Like,
you.
how can we be subtle when like just you're like
so
you take
bad.
you take
So
a pause
bad.
and it's like
And then the person that books you too is like, yeah, you guys will go up and do your set.
Yeah, just do like 40 minutes. You're like, no, we're not.
Yeah.
We'll do like 10 and then
There's gonna be
Yeah.
jackhammers, but you guys will just do it.
fine.
Jackhammers are a great band.
It's crazy.
Jackhammers.
And then no one's there to see you. They're just there to take a break from the music. And you're like, oh my God. This
So
is
it's
not-
fun. So that's where we are. Daniel, you got stuff coming. Is the
Yeah, for sure. Every Wednesday is the Lyric at the Lyric Hyperion is the Lyric Comedy Hour. It's myself and Irene too.
She's great.
and she is awesome. You guys are going to do that show eventually.
Yes, we
You
will.
are. I've already asked you twice to do it.
Yes, we're
and
doing
then I'm headlining. I'm doing the Grolics the last weekend in April.
Yes.
and I'm also starting a show that I think will work. I'll be there as much as I can, but it should be every single month in Houston called Would You Rather Comedy, where it's like going to really help comics, especially myself, generate new material where comics come out and get a random like would you rather question, and you'll start out your set with that. If they spend 30 seconds doing it, they spend 4 minutes, it doesn't really matter.
Great.
But it's just a fun
Prompt.
just showcase show that's going to take place at the Secret Group in Houston, and a great prompt. Yeah. So
Love it. Love it.
It'll be really good. Yeah.
Love it. Love it.
All right. Ready, friends?
yes, we are.
Let's do this. This was sent in by We Talking About Practice at @notagame_3.
not a game. Yeah.
great?
Yeah.
Love it.
Okay. Woman with pitchfork and whip arrested outside Publix in Florida.
Wait a minute.
That's got to have a hat on a hat.
Pitchfork and whip and whip.
Yes, and whip.
I
You only
bet
need
she
one.
walked from her car to the front of the Publix with just the pitchfork and was like,
God
shit,
damn
I
it.
forgot
God
the whip.
damn it.
Let me go back.
God damn it. And then is like rooting around with before the whip. Who put the whip under the seat?
Calls her husband, where's my whip? Where's my whip?
I mean, if you have a whip, you're going to
kids.
use it. That's the problem.
Dan.
Eventually, if you have a whip, you're
If
going to
you have a whip in your car and you don't use it, you're like, what did I even get this for?
know. So much of my childhood, kids
Dan, you had the whip.
I know. I talked about it in my album. Everybody had whips. Every kid in Wisconsin bought whips. And
So Dan,
we just wanted to be Indiana Jones.
your
but we
friends,
should not have had
Your
whips.
friends would
So
come
Indiana
to your
Jones
house
kinda
and
screwed that
outside
up.
on the front lawn, just be like,
Oh yeah. Yeah, you
let's go.
down at the lake, and you're just whipping people, and it wraps around their ankle, and you pull them off the dock. Which is also like no one died. Thank God.
How did you not all go to the hospital?
I know.
No one put an eye out with the whip.
We all whipped each other
Is it easy to grab someone's ankle with a whip?
when it's wet. Because you do it, and it just rips around. And
Damn.
I did it to one of my
affected and it
brothers
hurts.
once. Yeah, they were
Yeah.
standing on a rock, and I just went like this. And I remember, even as a child, I couldn't have been more than 12. Even when I pulled their leg out from under them with the whip,
And they fell face first onto the rock.
I thought, as soon as they hit the water, I thought to myself, the way I'm pulling, the most sense is that they just go straight like this, and their head
Hits the
I know. I was I never did it again to
Good that you
sibling,
learned your
family
lesson.
member, or
and I'm sure the
kid.
parents who are around watching were like, "What are you even doing?"
Their kids had whips.
I know.
What were they going to judge?
Back! Whip him back if he does that to
Don't
you
take
again.
that from him.
You
You
could
got
buy
like
your own
whips
whip.
for Christmas and stuff? Like you'd open
the
a new
flea
whip?
market.
Yeah.
Every kid would just buy their own whip at the flea market.
I've never heard of this.
It was a weird chapter in my
Honey, we're
childhood.
going on the flea market. We're going to get a cabinet.
There are townies listening to this right now who are like, yeah, we all had whips.
We're going to get a cabinet. We need to get some flatware.
I'm going to run into town for groceries and I'm going to stop by Just Whips and get you some whip.
And don't forget to get a whip for your nephew.
It's a whip Christmas.
Do we have time to go to Whips?
Okay. Honey, are you going to stop by Whips, etc.? Whips Limited?
Lake County, Florida. A woman accused of waving a pitchfork and black whip in front of a Publix store.
Yeah.
This is the Florida's level of you got a second to talk about kids in need? This is the Florida version.
That's their clipboard person standing
Yes.
outside of a thing.
Yeah.
Do you care about the environment?
How many
right,
people in Florida also do you think unfazed walked right past her into the store?
It said, excuse me to her.
Excuse me. I just need to,
No one's asking you to wear a mask, ma'am. Go ahead.
This is according to a arrest affidavit. The Publix manager told deputies that Lisa Anne Sloan, LAS,
That's 3 first names.
was trying to sell.
What was she trying to
This
sell?
is why this is.
Thin Mints?
No, this is why this is perfect.
Because as you know, like if you ever had
Steal.
your kids had to sell things,
Right.
you'll do whatever it takes.
You sell Thin Mints, but
You'll
you
buy them yourself, so you don't have to go out there.
You know my rule: you sell Thin Mints, but you buy Samoas. That's right. Okay. This is where this really became Dumb People Town. Enough was the pitchfork and the whip.
That
right?
starts
and
it.
grocery store,
Right.
But
In
this
Florida.
is the manager told troopers Sloan. Where was I? Oh no, here it is. Public managers told deputies that Lisa Ann Sloan was trying to sell teddy bears behind the store in Mineola earlier that day. What? Why would you even bring a pitchfork and a whip to a teddy bear sale?
I mean, you got to drum up business.
yeah, I
Like,
guess.
Who wants one of these?
Hey, do you want to go get a teddy bear? Yeah, but get it from that good woman who has the pitchfork. And
Where should we buy our teddy bears?
From behind the store.
Do you get your teddy bears? Where do you get your teddy bears?
Right,
Is that like a
carnivals.
store
That's where
or
you're supposed to
carnivals
get
and
them.
stuff?
Yes.
I prefer to go with like the woman with a whip and a pitchfork behind a Publix.
Behind a
Hers
Publix.
is called Build a Scare.
Nothing good is happening behind any grocery store.
No.
Yeah, it's always scary behind a grocery
Always
store.
scary. There's
yeah.
flattened boxes and
Yeah.
old fruit.
It's like if you were to turn the lights on at a strip club. That's
Don't
like
do
the
it.
back of
Yeah,
every
yeah,
grocery
yeah.
store.
Don't
You're like,
do it.
wow, look at those smashed cantaloupes.
The manager told troopers that Lisa Ann Sloan used the pitchfork to stab a minivan.
There you go.
She's mad.
That's right.
The report said. The manager also said the owner of the vehicle,
mad.
this is another wrinkle, The owner of the vehicle, that's the van that got stabbed with a pitchfork, did not want police involved and would fix the damage on their own. What do they got going on?
What does she know about them?
What do they know about themselves? No. We don't need the police.
If I was going to be rooting around in my van, yeah, I'll take care of it.
Yeah,
I
don't need you.
This, Nash. What is in there?
Right. What are you up to? Troopers ordered Sloan to stop.
It's so telling, Dan.
100%.
So telling.
Right.
She did a lot of damage to that van. Well,
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
Leave it be. I don't want
It's
cops
fine.
involved in
I'm
this.
fine. I'm fine.
Troopers ordered Sloan to stop, but she refused to put the weapon down and then walked away. I guess they just let her go. Fair
yeah.
Florida.
Well,
The report-
she's not stabbing or whipping anyone, and she just gets in her car and goes.
Yeah. The report said that Sloan unbuckled her seatbelt after being placed in a patrol car and began kicking the window.
Of course.
I didn't know they put seatbelts on you. I guess they.
Yeah, they have
It's a
to.
liability.
They do?
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, you got to put a seatbelt
Yeah,
on.
because if they don't and something happens, then you own the police station.
Yeah, that's right.
According to FHP, Sloan appeared to be highly intoxicated.
Oh.
Didn't have an odor of alcohol, though.
Right.
After being asked about her cut marks and bruises, she said, quote, she felt no pain anymore and that God was in control.
There you go.
Hey.
God is in
Let
control.
Jesus take the whip.
I mean, that's the truth.
Sloan is being held in the Orange County Lake Jail. She's being charged with aggravated assault with
Yes.
a deadly weapon on a
Yes.
$5,000 bond.
Yes.
I'm going to ask you guys. We'll
How
show you a
old?
photo. We'll put it up on the YouTube. If you're not watching there, go over to the All Things Comedy YouTube channel and subscribe if you're not. Okay.
Yes.
I'm going to show you her. How old do you think Lisa Anne Sloan is? How old? This is Florida. Florida pitchfork and whip life.
I'm just gonna say
she's
she
a
doesn't
teddy
look
bear
bad.
entrepreneur.
32.
She's asking
32.
for $100,000 for a 5% stake in her company.
That's all she
She
wants.
thinks it's a good fit for all of you sharks.
Right? Just take it, guys. We're
What's your,
Cuban.
okay, what would you say?
32.
32.
I think she's
Randy?
37.
37.
Like, for real, she
Jason?
could be 21. Like, I'm not. That's
Could be.
Florida 21.
Florida
She also
21.
looks
She lived a
slightly
life.
bemused.
She lived a life.
The Pitchfork
She
21.
looks
Yeah.
slightly bemused.
I'm going to say she's 44.
She is 54 years old.
Wow, she looks good.
That's good.
She looks great.
54 years old. Maybe it's the smile.
What? I'm like, what are you doing? What are you saying?
It's intermittent fasting.
Yeah,
exactly.
Well, not
If you're doing meth, you're not eating.
Unimposed.
You are
intermittent-
unintentional
So it's pretty good.
fasting.
Yeah.
It's a new thing called unintentional fasting.
if I can't lose
You do
this
it-
like 10 pounds,
she's got
I
a
might have to
program
start
called Whip It
pitchforking
into
and
Shape.
whipping it.
She's
It's
yeah.
called Whip It into Shape.
She's
It's
on the whip
3
up
easy
diet. You
installments.
whip all your food. You have to whip it
You
up.
whip-
and it takes
all
some of the
eggs are
calories out.
whipped.
Everything's whipped.
People are with a whip.
Sure.
So all she did was stab a van. Basically,
Yeah.
that's what
Yeah,
she
she
did.
tried to sell
and they let her,
teddy
and
bears.
they arrested her.
Probably
for that.
didn't have a license for that, and then stabbed a van.
You take her in for that, Dan?
No,
Come on.
But I'm assuming they just started ringing her up on all
So
the other
let's
stuff.
let's try and protect our small
At
business.
some point, she was in
owners.
front of the store and behind the store. Front of the store, she probably looked like a Halloween decoration.
Yeah, it's like,
with the whip
hey,
and the
As
fork.
she's whipping things and stuff, who's manning the teddy bear rush that's going on behind the store? Like, she's whipping people and she's stabbing vans. She's like, I got to get back there. There's
My
like 5
kids would like to
customers
buy some teddy bears. Can you stop pitchforking people in the front?
Yeah, leave that van alone.
I
All
feel
right.
bad for the cops that just came up and have to deal with that.
Oh, I
That's
know. No,
so
come on.
hard.
Lisa, and they know her.
Yeah.
Lisa. Oh, all right. That's story number 2, my friends. Randy's got us up next.
All right, Rand, give us a
Lisa.
tiny tease.
Hold on, you guys.
Tiny tease story number 3. She looked
Okay.
good for 50, 54.
Yeah, 54.
Share the iPad here, huh?
Lisa Anne Sloan.
Share the pad.
We
Pass
have
the pad.
another extraordinarily stupid gender reveal. And that's what we
these are
got
always
coming up after the
horrible.
break. Again, it is never, it is fine to gender reveal. That's totally cool. I'm okay with you want to
Save
do
it.
that. Just dial it back.
Sure.
Dial it back, world. You don't need to do this. We'll talk about that on the other side of the break. Jason Nash is with us. All good things with it's all good things when Jason Nash is here with us. That's the name of his podcast. Check it out. Not just the clips. We'll be right back.
Stick around, make a sound. There's more Dumb People Town.
Hey, y'all, welcome back to the show. We got
Hey.
Jason Nash here, Daniel Van Kirk's here, Randy's here. Let's take us home, buddy.
I will take you guys home. Here's the deal. This was sent in by our good friend, Carlene McDermott at She Be Carlene. We love her. Here we go. So here's the story. Couple contaminate drought-stricken town's water supply by dyeing waterfall blue for gender reveal.
Oh, you
Spoiler
Put
alert.
so much into that.
It's
sentence.
not your waterfall.
Is that a headline or is that the story?
No, that could have been the whole story.
Yeah.
That is not your.
None of you gender reveal. Did any of you do one?
No, but
No.
Yeah.
So
it's
I had
relatively. I
Dan-
would say it's like 10 to 12 years old, right?
Dan, I had the ultimate-
thing of doing this.
Dan, I had the ultimate gender reveal. We didn't know the gender until the baby came out.
Reveal of all.
That's the old.
That is
gender.
old
What's that
school.
moment like? Like, walk me through all those seconds as you're looking for the genitalia. Like,
So I was so.
How are you?
I wasn't
for-
even looking. I
Yeah.
was looking up at my wife, and I was just like,
You were like, I was at the office.
yeah, or wait, yeah, maybe I was doing stand up. No, I was there, and
I was at Zany's.
someone
the worst name of a place to be at while your wife
baby
is giving
being
birth.
born.
Yeah.
No, and we had a
Dr.
doula
Grins.
helping us, and another like midwife with us. Like, there were so many people in the room,
Two.
and someone else shouted it out before I
I could
noticed
see.
it.
Are you serious?
That's messed
Took
up.
away your
They
moment.
said it's a boy, and I was like,
It's a boy.
it was still like a huge moment for me, and it was like a big reveal to me. But
yeah.
I didn't see it, register it, and get to.
You
do it.
should have been the first person.
I should have.
Everyone should have been like, okay, we know what it is. Take a look.
Yeah.
You get that moment to shout it out rather than
Or
somebody
they should have
else.
like, oh, like leave it at that. Yay!
Is it not enough of a reveal to have like you know, a lot of times somebody will let one of their parents or their friends know, and then that's who puts the cake together or whatever.
Yes.
Is it not enough just to have everybody get together and have a good time, and then somebody goes, just tells you, and then we all are happy?
I
Like
think
we did one
Dan-
where a guy started like a
You gotta one-up it.
50,000-acre fire because he wanted to shoot an
Well, so Dan-
explosive with an
Right,
arrow.
that's it, that's
and
it.
that like burned down.
Dan,
this
there were
huge
moments where they
nationally
like
protected
get
land.
professional basketball players to dunk a ball, and as it hits
Zion Williamson.
Zion Williamson, who
Wait,
like
how does that? What, the ball breaks?
ball breaks, and then that
Yeah, when it
pink or blue.
bounces through. So
What if you're having a
I think if you're not contaminating the
know
water supply of a drought-stricken town, then you don't love your child.
That's right.
That's not.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jay.
So the environment ministry in Brazil, like Brazil needs these types of problems. They have a coup already happening, and Zika and everything else, is investigating a couple that had dyed a waterfall blue for their gender reveal party. Most waterfalls are blue. Am I right or am I wrong? Greenish blue?
well, they're clear and they
Also,
reflect the
unless
sky,
they're like
yes.
man-made, like a few I know in Wisconsin, they lead to somewhere.
Right.
It's not just a waterfall.
We're just going to do the waterfall, and now it's like going into everywhere else. It
Yeah.
doesn't just end once it hits from the top to the bottom. And what is a waterfall? It's just that's the path of it. There's like nothing for it to. The
So our
land
dad-
goes.
Once it hits the ground or the other water, it's not a waterfall.
So,
anymore.
Dan, all right, I'm going to ask you this. Our dad, when he was younger, and his friends, there was an old restaurant in St. Louis called Al Baker's. That was like Al Baker's Steakhouse in Clayton.
And there was another restaurant that was really nice called Al's. And I'm like, unrelated, Dad? He's like, yeah, they weren't related. I'm like, that's stupid.
So
two of the nicest restaurants in St. Louis. One was Al's and one was Al Baker's.
Right.
Anyway.
So Al Baker's probably came second because he's like, I can't call it Al's. I got to
Sure,
call it
yeah,
Al Baker's.
yeah.
And there was not a waterfall.
Fountain.
But a water fountain in front. And my dad and his friends, or our dad and his friends, when he was in high school, like, I'm assuming they were
put
doing
laundry detergent
in the fountain.
So
That's happened in the town where my family goes a lot in Wisconsin.
that's a good prank.
that's a good prank.
Yeah.
That's a good
You're
prank.
not contaminating the water supply.
no, yes,
No,
right.
that's a good
it's
prank, right,
self-contained.
Jay?
Funny.
Yeah,
Funny.
it's great.
It's a great bit.
It's
Good
like
bit.
harmless and fun, and they
It's a
gotta
good
run.
life
It
bit.
is annoying.
Get a
You're
lot of
gonna piss
bubbles
some
out of it.
people off.
Bubbles everywhere.
Yeah, like,
double
you haven't
like,
ruined any
flows
habitats.
over. Nothing's
No.
ruined.
Right.
So
Silly.
they likely contaminated the water supply of a nearby town. Now the couple faced backlash on the internet. See, internet's gonna get you. Like Jay said, the internet's a good thing. We have the internet. Internet gonna find you. Internet gonna get you. All right. After they posted a video on Instagram, you could have just contaminated the water supply and walked away and just told your friends, but you had to post a goddamn
had to
video
get the
on
lighters.
Instagram of the moment the waterfall turned electric blue to indicate that they were having a male baby, as guests cheered. Well, I think all the guests should be like, you cheered this. You cheered the contamination
I
of the
think
water.
the kid should have to pay for it for the rest of his life.
He will.
They later deleted the
they will.
video, which also showed swans made
Dying.
of water balloons. Dying. A giant question mark symbol made of pink and blue balloons
too
was
much.
also kept by the bank. Why didn't you just do the pop?
All
the
right, what
balloon?
about this? What if the recent Chinese spy balloon.
Okay.
Was
They
a
shoot it
gender-
down,
That
and
would've
this
been
pink
hilarious.
thing comes out,
And it was a gender reveal.
and it's a gender reveal for like the premiere of China,
or that China said it's pink, and that means we're going to allow Chinese
people to have
baby
more
girls
than
to
one
live.
girl.
Did
You're
you
allowed to have more than one girl.
They legitimately had to stop, like, ask people in North Carolina to stop shooting at that balloon.
Did they really?
Yes. It's like, you not. First of all,
I'll get it. I got it.
every centimeter you are off target, and I can tell everyone who had a gun shooting at the balloon, you're off target.
you're off target.
You were going to end up hundreds of feet away by the time that
'Cause
bullet
it's
even
so
gets-
far up in the
Yes,
air.
And
you almost
anybody
have to
who's
point-
boating is gonna
you
be
need
like,
to
what
point
are
to
you
where
doing?
it's not.
Right.
And you might get closer than you had if you had aimed directly at it.
So now the unidentified couple is now being investigated by the Brazilian Environment Ministry, which I'm glad that just still exists in
Yeah.
Brazilian
Yeah.
government.
Yeah,
remember
the BEA?
which as they polluted the Queima-Pé River, which is
This is horrible.
a popular tourist destination in the state of Mato Grosso, and a primary water source for the nearby central west town of Tangra de Serra. They should have to pay for all this.
Do you know what's crazy? If you stood at the
Yes.
bottom of the waterfall, right, and you had a friend go over the top with a whole bunch of blue flowers and dumped them all, like a buckets of
Sure,
them all,
that
in,
would
and
be
then
a
it would have come down
that
the
would be
thing, and you
good.
would have
Yeah.
seen all. You would have all been blue. It would have been part of nature.
Yeah.
You
Nothing's
wouldn't-
contaminated.
Nothing.
All right, so
No, I'd be confused. I'd be like, I just see flowers.
So it's flowers.
Or the worst is they're dyed, and so
Yeah,
by the
yeah.
time they come down the waterfall, they're just white.
Yeah, yeah,
What,
yeah.
Our babies are
We're
ghosts?
having a white baby. What? Why would you celebrate that?
all right, so how far from the central town in
the
kilometers?
waterfall?
In kilometers
Oh, fuck.
is the waterfall? What do you think?
I'll go an even 100 kilometers.
100 kilometers from now? What do
I
you
think it's
think?
close. I think it's like 4 kilometers
Okay.
away.
I don't know what a
Actually, what do you
kilometer is.
I don't need that.
It's like a mile and a half.
A mile and a half.
Or no, it's like 0.67
0.6
miles.
0.6 a mile.
Puts it 3/4 of a mile.
So your question is, how far out were they?
How far out were they? Because maybe that in their mind said, we
Oh,
can
by
do
the
this.
time
Get away
this
with
gets
this?
down,
Because who cares?
4 miles.
4 miles.
Yeah.
So that's 6 kilometers.
these
You
two.
guys have fans.
I'm
in
taking the
Canada?
ACT over here.
I think. I don't know.
Europe?
This is
Okay.
what- this is
one
what
of
kids-
you is exactly right. Oh. Who do you think it is? Now you get to play the game. Who do you think is exactly right? You want to stay where you are, Nash?
What
Yeah,
did
I'll
you
stay
say?
where I am.
Said 4.
1.6 kilometers for every mile.
1.6 kilometers for every mile.
Okay,
So
okay. I'm gonna go me 100 kilometers.
what do you?
Said 4.
And you're going to stay with
6.
you? Are you going to stay? All right.
4.
The answer is 6 kilometers.
Oh!
Jason Nash.
How big? How many meters? Meters now
Yeah, sure.
is?
God damn it.
I'm sorry. This is Brazil.
Meters,
How many
what, like
meters
3
tall is the waterfall? So, like, what kind of a waterfall are we talking about here?
Right.
How big?
How big is it? And I think 1 meter is about 3 feet. Am I right?
Yes.
How many meters tall is this waterfall that they that they wanted to turn?
I'd say 60 feet.
60
that's
feet,
huge,
so roughly
That's
20,
huge, dude.
20 meters tall. Okay,
That's
go ahead.
really tall.
That is big. Right?
It's enormous.
60 feet is like approaching Niagara Falls.
No,
Yeah,
no.
but I'm with you, Jason. I think they obviously wanted to go big. They
You
weren't
either
gonna-
go big or you go home in Brazil.
I'll go 10 meters.
10 meters. So about Jay, check the meters in the foot thing. It's about
I'm gonna
3.
do- all right.
I think it's 3 feet for every meter. Am I right?
Yeah,
I
I
think
think
that's
you're about right.
approximately right.
Which is
By the way,
definitely a
Niagara
yard.
Falls is 670 meters.
Okay, right. So that's very far. All right, so
I'm going to say 3 meters.
3 meters. It is, the waterfall was 18 meters tall. He was the
wow.
closest
Nash
again. Nash
again.
again.
Jesus.
And is used for waterfall baths, rappel, and other tourist activities reported.
And now
there.
they have to shut it down?
It
Well, the
said
water's
periods of drought have caused frequent supply crisis for the municipality. Thousands of people comment on the video slamming the couple for allegedly putting polluted stuff in the water. One said, "What happened to cutting into a cake?" I love that. Like, now people are like, "You did it wrong. I'm going to give you another suggestion."
Well, that's such an easy one. You don't
Right.
know what the filling is.
It's really
Cutting a
pretty.
cake-
I saw a picture of it.
Right, cutting a cake.
You're on
I'm going
board.
to show you. We'll post this on the thing. This is the picture of the
gorgeous.
waterfall, and
They
Nash is
ruined
like,
it.
"I like it. It's blue. It's
really
gorgeous." It's a huge, gorgeous
Good
waterfall.
Lord,
That looks like one of those like flowing paintings that they have in like Chinese restaurants.
Oh yeah, in a statement, where you're like, did you guys fuck up the color on this thing? Oh no, you didn't. In a statement released by the Secretary of State for the Environmental, Mato Grosso, SEMA.
Mato Grosso.
Mato Grosso. The
Over Mato Grosso?
I'll never be over Mato Grosso. The department said it will investigate the couple to determine what products were used to dye the waterfall and if there was any environmental damage. Gender reveal parties have often in the past been criticized for extreme stunts. In May last year, I always love when an article gives you another one. In May last year, an explosive device set off at a gender reveal party ignited a wildfire that resulted in the expectant parents being charged how much? How much would the expected parents?
First of all, really quick.
Sure.
We don't know. These people might have done it smart because they said it contaminated the water, but they have yet to find out if there was any actual chemical
environmental damage.
Yeah, what if you could
use? So maybe they were like, "Hey, assholes,
food coloring.
It's going to be out of the water in 2 hours."
So they have to do the investigation.
We did our research.
All right. So the people who started a wildfire.
That's how I think we were talking.
How
about.
much were they fined? This is good.
$250,000.
$250,000. What do you think?
$3 million.
Jay, what do you think?
$7 million.
And I only think because I think we did this story, and I feel
you
like
guys are
insane.
You were mad that they started a wildfire. You're going to be even more mad when I tell you how much they were fined. $500.
Oh,
that's it for starting a wildfire.
The story we did was
Why aren't we discouraging more people? You got to be punitive with that stuff.
It's got to ruin your life.
What's explosive about the powder? Like, why does it catch fire?
So the powder isn't
tannerite.
It wasn't. So they put explosives. And they fill the explosives with the powder. So when the explosive blows up, then it sends the powder into the air, and then pink or blue.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
There you go. And that is there's story number 3, and that's a show.
What a good time in
That's a
town.
show. Jason Nash, I love you, buddy. All
Love you
good
guys.
things. It's
All
so
good things
to
to
see
you, man. All good things. In
You've
your
always
life.
you're a solid man, dude.
You really are.
I think we're 10 years ago. I did that thing for Nerdist, the TSA, Michael Kissick TSA, and you played.
what was
You
that?
played my boss. It was just that quick little short thing you did, and you were.
It was your sketch show.
Yeah, and you were just
Yes.
pitch perfect, wonderful.
Oh,
and,
thanks,
you're a
man.
good
Me
dude,
too.
man.
Randy and I have always said Jason Nash is one of our favorite sketch comedians, on stage performers, all this stuff. It's so cool.
I just
to
wish
see-
she'd commit to a bit. I mean, that was my only criticism.
It's
like the
beautiful
most
to
commitment
see
ever.
you succeeding and having a following and people supporting you because you
It makes us
deserve
happy.
You know, it was funny. The show you mentioned, Apartment 2F, the one I was on.
Yeah.
Bill Burr did stand up.
Yes, he did
on
in that episode,
show, right?
Yes,
on
he
that
did.
episode. Here's who did stand up on our show. Bill Burr did it.
It might have been his first TV
Might have been his
set.
first TV set. Patton Oswalt did it.
Yeah.
Arch Barker.
Arch Barker did it.
Patrice O'Neal,
Patrice
rest in
O'Neal.
peace.
Rest in
O'Neal.
peace. Patrice and Patton both did, and Bill Burr did stand up on
Jim
our
Norton?
Jim Norton did stand up on the show. I mean,
Wow.
unbelievable show, Apartment 2F back in the day. You were a part of it. You've always been a part of everything we've done. We
Thank
love
you, guys. Thanks for having me.
We love you. And oh shit, guys, we got to get back to work.
Stick around, make a sound. There's more Dumb People Town.